Howdy folks, and welcome back to the channel, welcome back to a new episode. So this will be, I think, the second before the last one that ended my crazy historically alternate Soviet campaign. And this episode, I mean, it took me, as I said already in the previous video, quite several attempts to record it, but I finally managed to do it. And the idea of launching Operation Bagration, I think, yes, Bagration, I think should be the correct pronunciation, arose when I was really hyped by the success of Operation Uranus that you saw in the previous video. And concerning Operation Bagration, I did the first of all the initial mistake of launching that directly Rokossovsky's central fronts, which consist mainly of only the 6 tank armies in the southern thrust that you see now across across the Belarus and then into eastern Russia. And in my first attempt, this ended up in a complete disaster because the Axis AI reacted really quickly, and by the time my armored spearhead reached Königsberg, I estimated that roughly half, if not 2/3 of the Axis divisions had already been redeployed, let's say west of my advancing armored spearheads. And I don't know if this is part of the AI of the Black Ice, because I've never seen anything like that in all of my campaigns. I must say, really well done, developers, once again, because I really didn't see it coming. And I did, let's say, in this when I managed to find a way to pin the enemy divisions down, I did the mistake of launching Operation Bagration in the winter of 1942-43, because I severely underestimated all the modifiers that are present in the Black Ice mod. And as you may have witnessed, this led to several divisions being shattered. And at the end of Operation Bagration, I realized that the Soviet 5th, 10th, 13th, 26th and 57th Army lost at least 1/3 of their frontline combat units. And again, I did not see it coming. And I did not expect such a swift reaction of the AI. As you can see now, I managed to get 3 divisions totally encircled, and I was really panicking in that moment, because I was like, I don't want to lose them, because every division for me really count. I'm really that kind of player that takes care, let's say, of the manpower, and I feel bad when some of my divisions get overrun or they just get encircled and then wiped out. And I also underestimated the resistance of the Axis units. You can see now this pocket northeast of okay, so this was wiped out, but I recall at some point that there were 2 pockets in which the Axis unit just held out no matter what. Okay, so I think this one, the first one, is the Battle of I don't recall the name, I can't see it when I'm doing this. And the other one was the Battle of Minsk. I severely underestimated the ability of the AI to entrench, especially when consisting of 1 garrison and of the 29th Motorized Infantry Division. Those 2 troops, those 2 divisions, they just dug in Minsk, and they tied up so many Soviet divisions that at the end I was like, okay, maybe I should just pound them from the air and bomb them into submission. And besides that, yeah, overall, when the first Axis resistance collapsed, everything just kind of steamrolled towards a victory. And another unexpected event was the collapse of my southern front, because the divisions located there, as you may have seen now from all these messages of warning, they just shattered themselves. And again, I had a moment of panicking again and thinking, now what should I do? Luckily, I exactly there now in the Battle of Dubno and nearby, And luckily I had some infantry divisions which were standing idle there, and I managed to pin the enemy divisions there, and I finally, let's say, prevented any further Axis advance into this sector. The Germans were trying to push at Debica, where there was this single guard division, and luckily I hurried some reinforcements to that sector. Otherwise, my division got shattered, and I managed to launch a counterattack against the German 18th Motorized Infantry Division, which was shattered already during Operation Uranus. I have no idea why this happened. Maybe it's a scripted event that gives the Germans again the historical divisions if they get shattered. And here you can see that how the German 29th Motorized Division is holding alone in Minsk against I don't know how many Soviet divisions. And maybe I didn't use the Air Force because I was afraid of losing too many planes. But still, overall, I think only in the later stages of the operation I decided to employ my bombers when I was sure that no Axis fighter planes could have interfered with this operation. But still, it took me quite a lot of time to literally annihilate the enemy units. A few Axis divisions held out in the marshes, but at some point, at that point, they were just doomed, and I really didn't care too much about them. And yeah, this marked the end of Operation Bagration. And yeah, so in case you will ever play with the Soviet Union in Hearts of Iron 3 with Black Eye, just remember, guys, never launch any offensive in the winter, in any winter, because it's just too much in terms of losses. Yeah. Again, thank you very much for watching, guys, and see you all very soon with the last episode of this campaign. Yeah. Take care and bye bye.